Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayo Mudirayid Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nitam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 1, text number 16. Evam pralabdha munayash edam pralabdha evam pralabdha munayash tan uchu kupita nripa tan uchu kapita nripa Janayishati vo manda Janayishati vo manda Mushalam kulana shanam Mushalam kulana shanam Evam pralabdha munayash Tat Tan uchu kupita nripa Janayishati vo munda Mushalam kulana shanam. Translation. Thus ridiculed by deceit, the sages become angry. O king, and told the boys, fools, she will bear you an iron club that will destroy your entire dynasty. Purport by the disciple Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. The four defects of the conditioned soul, namely the tendency to commit mistakes, Brahm, illusion, Pramad, imperfect senses, Karanapata, and the tendency to cheat, Vipralipsa, are not found in pure devotees of the Lord Krishna. However, arranged for the young members of his own family, the Yadu dynasty, to exhibit the dangerous lower propensities of mankind. Thus, the Yadava boys intimate the activities of the followers of pseudo-devotional cult. Just before his disappearance, Krishna desired that the sages become angry and the young members of the Yadu dynasty in order to teach that Vaishnava cannot be thought of as foolish, ignorant, or mundane, and to reduce the false pride of his own family members. Sometimes misguided persons assume the roles of the pseudo devotees and blaspheme the actual process of pure devotional service. And the pure devotees who are surrendered to preaching the mission of the Lord, such foolish pure devotees think that their hatred or envy of the actual preaching mission of the Lord constitute bhakti, but in fact it constitutes the cause of all trouble, both for them and for the unfortunate people who follow them. The preachers of pure devotional service expose the perniciety, I don't know how to pronounce it. Huh? Pernicious attempts of pseudo devotees, and similarly, the sages headed by Narad, who were all exalted devotees of the Lord, addressed the young boys of the Yadu dynasty as bewildered fools and told them, within this false womb or false dress of a sadhu, a cloud will take birth that will be the source of your dynasty's destruction. Especially in India, but now also in the West country, there is a class of polluted sense enjoyers who also call themselves Gaudiya Vaishnavas and pretended to exhibit the highest state of Prem Bhakti. They declare that they are on the highest stage of devotion and therefore concerned only with the most intimate affairs of Madhurya Lila, as exhibited in Vrindavan. Sometimes they even dress as gopis, make a false show of entering into the pastimes of Krishna without actually following standards, regulations. In the name of Prem Bhakti, they sometimes commit grievous offenses against the pure devotees of Krishna. By this incident concerning the iron club from the so-called womb of Samba, Lord Krishna himself taught the dangerous results of such pseudo-devotion. This is a very typical, very complex subject, the destruction of Yadu dynasty. Who can destroy the Lord's dynasty? And in this, the beginning of this chapter, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and Jiva Goswami Pad gave very beautiful commentary to understand this. That basically it is the idea of the Lord, especially those who have taken birth, the Lord's family, they are very near and dear to the Lord, and nobody can destroy. But when the Lord wanted to leave, he didn't want his family to stay back. And as we understand that because they were little proud, this also means that doesn't matter how much one is near and dear, the arrogance, pride have no stand. Basically, if we just introspect, like many are senior Vaishnava, Barista Vaishnava sitting here, they have practiced for more than 4 or 5 decades. But what you see there is the worldly influence and arrogance, pride, and dealing with a worldly nature. Sometimes the devotee may be very nice, but worldly influence disturbing us. At the same case would happen about Vishwanath Chakravarti Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati stressing that actually they are not show as it's showing to such a nuisance. But Lord wanted somehow that family should live. A little arrogance, but they are beyond. But somehow in India we say that why to discuss somebody's personal matter? Yes or no? Sometimes we say, why to discuss? In India we say, why to discuss somebody else's personal matter? But by discussing, you see, the mix of all these rasas in Lord Krishna's life, there'll be interest on it. You just think that if we have a food, doesn't matter. Let's say we like sweet, but how much sweet we can take? If I tell Prabhuji, please take one rasmalai, you say, okay, very good. Samba, you're so nice. You are saying rasmalai. Take two. Then again said, no, this is enough. Then I said, no, Prabhuji, today you take few more. Okay, somehow you take 8. Then if I force a little bit, they said, Samba, you are my friend or you're my enemy. So same sweet was giving pleasure, same sweet giving problem. And if you take little more, then it's very dangerous. I was president in Delhi. I just remember one story. One devotee, I don't want to mention, Prabhupada disciple, I think he came for the first time. Tamal Krishna Maharaj told me to take care of him in Punjabi Bhag. So he came in the morning, he took a little breakfast. He went straight away to Chandni Chowk. And he had all the information. And he went to all the gullies in Chandni Chowk. There's gullies. Idli gully, Paratha wale gully, Chole Bhature wale gully, right? Rasmalai wale gully. And he didn't leave anything. He ate A to Z. And by evening he came back to the temple. And by 10:30, 11 o'clock, he started going to the bathroom. In the morning, he was like a finish fell off. And then we had, those days there's no Indian devotees, all are foreign devotees. And they were making joke, look, this guy is going to leave now. But as a president, it's my responsibility to take care. So luckily we had the next lane, we had a doctor, I call. So Prabhuji, looked like very high food poisoning, take him to the hospital. So I took him to hospital, he was there. His stomach was worse, and he's not a small guy. He was like a very hefty, maybe 1.5 quintal weight. And I had a one Maruti van, we had 2 devotees, somehow 5-6 devotees, somehow we put him in that. And it was difficult to put him and take. And we are Indian, lean and thin, 6-7 devotees. And the foreign devotee said, Samba, he's not going to live anymore. It's finished. But somehow we could save him. So what I mean to say, that anything we do, it have a repercussion. And here, he's a small boy, young boy, he did something. Even the sages, they could have forgiven his boy, Philip forget about it, right? But here they curse him. And it says in the scripture that anything to do with saintly persons. And then so many stories are there. I'm not able to recollect, I read all the Puranas. That anything to do with the saintly person, it has a highly reaction. So this is one of the things we see, that what, as a devotee, what we can know. And thinking of such a state where it's Lord's family, and Lord had many children, each, he has a 16,180 wife, each queen had 10 sons, some daughters, and among those there was 18 heroes. Samba is one of the hero. So thinking that they are such a big personality, and he was, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, these sons are not ordinary. They look alike like Krishna. And sometimes they used to misunderstand. So they had to put some sort of, like in India also, if someone is very beautiful, even the boy, they put some black mark. So they understand, okay, somebody should. So what we understand, that still there can be what the Purport said. It's supported by different acharyas, that there can be some defect. But the defects are there in this world. But if you just have a deep thought, there cannot be. And at one time, Jashomadhananda Prabhu asked Srila Prabhupada, why these departures? And Krishna's departure we know. He said, don't discuss those things. We are not interested in this. Lord comes, Lord goes, and somehow he has to leave. That's why. He specifically asked about Lord Ramchandra, how he left. Then Srila Prabhupada explained. First he said, it's not necessary to know. He came, he goes. And then Lord's pastimes, as time goes, his time is over, he'll somehow take it. And Srila Prabhupada told to Jashomadhananda Prabhu that when Lord Ram, he wanted to leave, he told all these Ajadevasi that if you want to come with me to back to Godhead, come with me. I want to take everybody. And what you have to do, he said, come to the Sarju and you take a dip and take bath, and you see Vaikuntha plane will come, we'll go together. So such a nice arrangement. Here, this may be different way of doing. And the Lord did such a beautiful way that it go, and Jiva Goswami Pada explaining that basically even the Dwarka city, he put it in the ocean because he didn't wanted all these people, worldly people, they'll go and dig and take all the gold in here and there. So still India, they're excavating all those things. So what is our stand? What is our take? Ultimately, we have to think about Krishna and his pastimes. And somehow, and if we have all sorts of spicy things, if we have little spicy, little sweet, little salty, little sour, so many type of varieties of Krishna's pastimes we are hearing. And in Vaishnavacharya, in a commentary, it says that because we are hearing all these Krishna's pastime in different rasas, that is why the brahmachari, sannyasi, other, they'll enjoy in that platform. They don't otherwise, like worldly people, when even they are devotee, sometimes they chant, but still they go to worldly parties sometimes, and they enjoy there. They enjoy more on worldly affairs than. But if we read such a beautiful pastimes and meditate, then what will happen? We'll observe the thoughts of Krishna. Ultimately, the Krishna's thought, who can think? Only those who are pure devotee of the Lord. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave a very good commentary that how in this world we can divide between devotees and different type of devotees. One is the Nitya Siddha. That generally there by birth, somehow or other they'll be, even if some temples say, Prabhu, you are not fit, you just go. Still he'll practice Krishna Bhakti. He'll do something. But we are maybe in that, not that category. Mostly what is the Kripa Siddha. The Prabhupada says that we are in Kripa Siddha by Vaishnava's blessings and practicing sadhana, we do it. So that means that we have to firmly ascertain our mind with introspection to become a right kind of devotee, it's a right mindset. Here we should not get bewildered that what happened with these little things. It happened, ultimately it's also explained here before also. Bhakti said that it is not just a little curse, it's a plan of the Lord. Because sometimes worldly people may misunderstand things. So our intake is that all sort of rasas we enjoy and become a nice devotee. And because we have varieties, every moment we can think about the Lord in different way. And if you just imagine if it's one pastimes, then how? But if it's too many pastimes, what we say, the Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto and further, it's like seeing the Lord in the heart and everywhere, all the time. Because we are meditating, that is the ultimate, through chanting, through seva and all. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami giving very nice example that actually the devotee, he should be very firm in his devotion. And what he's supposed to do, we have that this is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also mentioned, that is mentioned by Jana, that he should be, he should have what you call abhiman. That also means little pride, that I am a devotee of Krishna. Krishna das abhimani je ananda sindhu koti brahma shuknaye tar ek bindu. That if we think that we are devotee of Krishna, that is enough. That will give immense happiness. And even the Brahma Shuk is not capable to conquer such a status of. Then he gives how that why a devotee is a great. Koti Gyani Madhya Ek Jan Mukta, Koti Bhakta Madhya Durlabh Ek Krishna Bhakta. So there may be many yogi, jnani and crores of yogi, but one Krishna devotee is the Srestha. So if we are devotee of Krishna, and how to become, what we are thinking is a spiritual paradigm, but we are in such a precarious situation in this world. If we live in Vrindavan, somehow we are spiritual, but as soon as you go out of this place, the mind goes somewhere else. So what is our stand then? That means somehow or other, as scripture says, that what we are supposed to do, Krishna bhakti mool hai sadhu sangha. Stay with the Vaishnava devotees and then chant Hare Krishna. Sanatana Goswami instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had many followers, but especially Rup Sanatana, he gave very good personal instruction. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told very nicely that what attracts people, he said, I am sannyasi, you have come to me. What is attracting me? Sanatana Goswami usually say, he said, only the Krishna's beauty, Krishna's, and it's all related to Krishna's family. I'm not recollecting the sloka. He said that Janbot Lila Payo Paikam. He said that Krishner Madhurila Sarvottam Naralila Narava Puja Sarup. So his Jirupir Ek Kon Dubai Se Tribhuvan Sarva Prani Kare Kosan. Like you all are sitting here at Vrindavan Dham. He said, without his blessings, because we are somehow or other, we are attracted to Krishna and his beauty. If that is not there, if Krishna doesn't act, we can't stay here. And even if we stay here, if Krishna is not attracting us, Krishna, then we'll be mundane. So that means that wherever we are, especially in Dham or Vrindavan, we have to take in ourselves in the right spirit. Narottama Das Thakur wrote very nicely what he says. Gaurangir dutipada jar dhar sampada sejane bhakati rasasar. Right? Gauranga bolite habe. Srila Prabhupada wrote one nice dialogue. He said, if you want to know Radha Krishna, you have to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. And that things I posted in the Facebook, many places. And some of them, they said, what do you mean that before Go Nitai, nobody was knowing Krishna or what? But then, what Basu Ghosh wrote, Vasudev Ghosh says, he said, Jodi Gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, kemone dharitam dehe, Radhar Mahima Prema Rasa Sima Jagate Janatake. It is true, maybe they can understand Krishna, but if you see, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in India, there was no Radha Krishna temple. All this Radha, you go to South India, only Krishna. Some places now they have put Radha Krishna. It's not there. And he says, Gauranga bolite have pulaka sharir, hari hari bolite nayane bhave nir. So by chanting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name, we'll get all the spiritual symptoms. Now you may say, Prabhuji, it doesn't happen to me. That I don't know who is getting, how it's happening, right? Question comes. Now, if you see, I give you some inner thoughts for you. That in India, there's so many Vaishnavas are there. Correct or not? Now, who has given this much Krishna Bhakti to the world, all over the world? Who? Srila Prabhupada. And what is his strength? He said, anybody will say that Prabhupada, I am alone. He said, what he used to tell? That no, you are not alone. My Guru Maharaj is there and Gaunita is there with you. I'll tell you one of the things. One devotee, one normal person, he wrote Prabhupada one letter from Sydney. Swamiji, I'm hearing about you. When you come to Sydney, come to. I want to meet you. Then Prabhupada wrote back, such and such time, I'm going to, after some month. So when Prabhupada went and he gave the discourse, he asked, where is this person? And husband and wife, they came, a young couple. And Prabhupada preached to them for 2 hours. Said, I want you should go to Sweden. Now, the person have no clue what is Gita, what is Bhagavad, what is Swamiji. Prabhupada said, no, Swamiji, I don't know anything. No, you don't need to know. You take this Gita, you take this Bhagavad, you go to Sweden. But Swamiji, what I'll do there? He said, you rent one place and a house. And Swamiji, money, you have some money? No, I have a ticket money. I give you some money. You rent a place. And you preach. So, but Swamiji, what I'm going to preach? You read my book. Whatever you learn, you preach. And see the faith of Guru Gaunitai. And Prabhupada gave his photo, his Guru's photo, Gaunitai photo. And that devotee, he went there. And Prabhupada went after a few months. And that devotee opened 4 centers in Scandinavian countries. This is the power of Srila Prabhupada. This is the power of Gaunitai. And they preach Gaunitai. They are the Krishna devotees. And you all know that many other Sampradaya Guru, they are also traveling all over the world. And where do they go? They go to ISKCON temple. Right? They come, we see the picture. So this shows that where we are blessed is that because we have a Gaunitai. And who is Gaunitai? Krishna Balram, he came to deliver this world in the form of Gaunitai because we have no hope. And what he's doing, he wants to give Krishna Bhakti all over the world. Gaunitai, they have sent this Sara Goswamis along with many thousands of devotees to excavate, renovate Vrindavan Dham. By their blessings, what we see Vrindavan, little bit emblem, remnants, that's their blessings. Then it was off in between. And then, of course, there are a lot of troubles. And just remember, in between 300 years, it was totally off. And then it was Bhakti-yoga Thakur. We are sitting here. If I ask Mahatma Prabhu, give me Chaitanya Charitamrita, immediately in 5 minutes he'll give me. And he struggled for 10 years to get one Chaitanya Charitamrita. One Chaitanya Charitamrita. It was so troublesome. And today we are. And then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he started based on his Pita Guru's instruction. And he, just Simha Guru, he did it. And what he did, throughout India, he's established 64 Gaudiya Math. And he told to many to do it, and Srila Prabhupada did it. And Srila Prabhupada went 14 times all over the world and established. And we are all benefited. So Basu Ghosh says, Jodi Gaur na hoito, our position is Jodi Prabhupada na hoito. Kevene hoita. If Prabhupada would not be there, why would have been? Why would have been? What was our position if Prabhupada would not be there? So he's not as simple person. I think I told last time that when Prabhupada started construction of this temple, I think Prabhupada got the land from Mr. Saraf family. So I'll tell you some interesting story. Basically, Prabhupada was searching to purchase a land. And he made Saraf family. And then Prabhupada, he was the best negotiator. He said, Mr. Saraf, instead of purchasing, those days land were damn cheap. He said, why you want to sell us? What you do, you keep small piece of land, and I'm having a center all over the world. So many people are going to come. You make some shop in here in the front, and you can make sort of money. So he thought it's Marwadi person. He said a very good idea. So he gave donation. So then Prabhupada made a friendship with Bishamadhal Bhagatji. He gave the land for Gurukul. And Bhagatji was like a friend come disciple. And Bhagatji, he was so close. Sometime Prabhupada was not feeling that, no taste, food with no taste. Prabhupada used to tell Bhagatji, can you bring some chili? And they are making prasadam. There's no taste is there. So Bhagavad used to bring some nice green chili in pocket and used to give to Prabhupada. So, and there's a lot of struggle. I think I have mentioned. Nobody was there for construction. Then Prabhupada searched that who are the devotees who had some experience of working outside. She got them. Many were there. And Shubal Swami, I think I told that story. And these devotees, they had no food. And in the morning, they don't know how to cook. And in the morning, they all used to walk to Louis Bazaar, get some cheap rice. And believe me, Gunana Prabhu still is alive. Surabi told, he said, those cheap rice are so stinky. And then we had to clean 3, 4, 5 times. And still you cannot take. So they used to put some curd and little sugar and banana. That's food in the morning. And in the noontime, there was no cook. They were not knowing how to cook. Srila Prabhupada arranged his god brother. And he was around 65 years old. Little more maybe. But he was very flexible. He was very strong. So Prabhupada arranged him for cooking and he was very... I forgot the name. It's not... Anandadas, correct. So he was so nice. He was taking care of so nicely that if somebody says, Prabhuji, Ananda Prabhu, I'm not feeling, I need some supplement. He used to get some leaves from some trees and grind it and then put some ice and little sugar and make a nice soft drinks during the summer season. So that was the situation. And one devotee, Swamiji, Subal Swami, he was in charge. That's a routine. One fine morning, he was fed up with this construction. He went to Srila Prabhupada early in the morning, 5 o'clock, to Radha where Srila Prabhupada was staying. Devotees also went. They were also suspecting something that he's not happy. So he went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I don't want to stay here. I come from America, and again you are telling me to construct this. All this labor, they're tricky and sneaky, and all the time left and right they're cheating me, and I'm feeling frustrated in life. If you allow me, I can only chant nicely. This is Radha Krishna place. I want to merge my mind in Radha Krishna's thinking. Prabhupada says, I'm your guru. Whatever I'm telling you, you do it. And he said, he doesn't know. Prabhupada says, you are saying tricky and sneaky. I have tricked you. That's why you came here. Otherwise, you would never come to this place. So, yes, I'm tricky. So, but this Swamiji, Suval Swami, he didn't budge. He said, Prabhupada, I'm leaving. Now, I would say, ask you that what Prabhupada was right or Subal Swami was right? Yes, can I get answer? Prabhupada, Subal Swami left forever, but Prabhupada built this temple. And believe me, nobody was coming those days, this area. This place was too small. But Prabhupada was knowing what he is doing. And Subal Swami didn't know. So this temple is inspiring everybody all over the world. Krishna Balaram, Radha Shyam Sundar, Gaunitai, Krishna Balaram temple inspiring every devotees of ISKCON worldwide. So who was right? Srila Prabhupada, yes or no? But what happened? Subal Swami misunderstood and they think they are bhajan. But Srila Prabhupada knows what bhajan is correct, what is not correct. A devotee, Srila Prabhupada says, like a mango. When you are raw mango, nothing tastes good. Who wants to take the sour mango? But it's very nicely arrived by the devotional service to Guru and Krishna, and he becomes so tasty, everybody gets attracted. All the worship. Yesterday we were glorifying Maharaj. But all these Guru's blessings, Srila Prabhupada blessings. So here we are, when we can we can enjoy now. But who struggled? Srila Prabhupada struggled to establish all these temples. And what is our stand? We are just a small little, the way we want to, we are trying to help Guru and Krishna. So there is a nice saying, Srila Prabhupada quote this, that basically when we come this to the, it is there in a Hindi tradition, and they say like that, when anybody come to this world, first thing, when the child cry, the family member is very happy. He's safe and sound. But one saint, he says, we do something big that you go laughing and the world will cry for you. So, Srila Prabhupada, in Bengali there is nice saying that, bhajan karo, pujan karo, murti janle hai. If you should know, then they say art of living. Srila Prabhupada says art of dying. You should do such a way that you do die such a way that the whole world will think about you. They'll cry for you. Srila Prabhupada left this planet with a happy mood, and what he was saying, he said, just preach, just last moment, he said, you distribute my books. In the service of the Lord, sometimes you may be success or failure. But still we should continue. Like like Jatayu, he knew he cannot defeat Ravan, but still he did it. Our devotion should be such that it's very intense and have a faith, strong faith in the Lord. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sannyas took Diksha, he started crying. Whole Navadvip says, what happened to Nimai? You started crying? Said, I don't know. My Guru gave mantra. Kiba mantra dila gosai, kiba tar fall, jopite mantra korilo pagal. I became mad. Cinema, you were arguing with everybody, having debates on Vedanta, Vedanta, Upanishad. Now you are only doing what you are doing, only crying. He said, I went to Gaya, I took Diksha. But we all took Diksha. How many are crying? Right? In first Diksha, only Chaitanya from that day. So we have to somewhere. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left after taking sannyas on the way, and he touched that place, Harisar, Hari sir were Ishwar Puri born. So he said, this is my Guru Maharaj's birthplace. So he took some soil in his outer wirings and he kept it. And because he took, so all his thousands of followers, they also took. And now that become a doba in Bengal called it. Doba means small pond. And still it is there. You can visit. It's beautiful. There is some temple. And Chaitanya Doba. Now Bengali they put fish there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that they said that in Puri he used to eat every day little soil. Remember he is Guru. That was kind of faith. He said should be there in Guru's word. Sadhu Shastre Guru Vakye Shraddha Jodi Hoy Tabe Krishna Pade Prem Upajay. The love of God is there when we have faith on Sadhu Shastra Guru. So this is how, and I think Sivas also, after when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Navadip, Sivas also left Navadip. He was staying in Hariswara. Hariswara was the place where, what you call it, Shivananda sang. He was a huge jamindar. Still you can visit there. His house is like 8-10 acres land. Some portion government has taken, some still there. And he used to bring all those devotees, all our household devotees. They used to walk 1 month and stay for a month and go back 1 month. That means 6 months. Though their household, they devoted 6 months for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just to meet. And they were enjoying. But that means the householders also be careful that we have to give maximum time for Krishna service. Then Chaitanya, Shangigani, Nityasita, they are also very, that part and parcel of the Lord, that associate of the Lord, how they led their life. But if any householder, we have, in ISKCON we have less sannyasi, brahmachari, more householder. Initially, we had a maximum brahmachari sannyasi, but now is maximum, I think 95% almost, maybe almost 98% householder. But then, unless we have that sort of attitude, there is no question of what you call the way we talk that Krishna Prabhu is like we are going to eat rasgulla. But it's those who are struggling, they know. And as we say every day morning, that Chakshudan Dilajai Janme Janme Prabhu say. The person who has given us the knowledge of spiritual light, he is our Prabhu, his master, birth after birth. But what to speak of birth after birth, if you can give one life for Krishna, I think that will make sense. Well, we don't know what will happen after that. But time is up. I would request some question or a comment. Thank you very much.
Samba Prabhu, it's coincidental that Samba was tricking and the sages and giving them some, how you say, false information, but on the contrary, you're giving us good information. So it's like a chincha beta beta tattva. We have you're making up for the faults that may have been there. For Samba's faults, you're making up for it by glorifying Krishna, you're the new Samba.
You are related to my name?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm talking to your name, yeah.
A good question. So my name is Samadas. Let me tell you, I was connected to ISKCON from 76. One of my cousins joined, 78, another joined, 80. I went via Hyderabad, Bombay to Jayaprakash Maharaj took me to Guwahati. Then he said, I want to put your name Samba. I said, Maharaj, this Samba name is, I didn't know about Bhagavatam. I said, Samba name is not good. He said, why? He said, recently there's a movie and they say, Hare Ho Samba. I said, this is very bad. Then he also started saying, Hare Ho Samba. Then I said, Maharaj, apart from that, in South India there's Sambar. And they may say, Samba. So what is this name? And so I didn't like it. So I said, this is not very good. My name is, house name is Sivdas. I said, such a beautiful name. You are telling Samba. Then he said, if you want, I can change it. I said, no, you are sannyasi, you have taught. Then he explained what it means Samba. I said, no, you are sannyasi, you are guru, we have taught, it's all right, whatever. The word. Naam mein kya rakha hai? So, what is there in the name, which is service to the Lord. That. So, I had my resentment at that time only. No?
Yeah, I was glorifying you. Yeah, I was saying you're speaking.
I just made it a little spicy.
You're speaking nicely.
Anybody else?
Prabhu, Samba, he and some of his friends, Yadu friends, making mistake. But how come the sages curse the entire dynasty? One or two people making mistake.
Correct. That's what Bhakti Siddhanta Jiva Goswami Pad said. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also told. Because this subject is quite complex. So if you read, there's a commentary, it's there. Our seniors, they have mentioned also. Basically, it's a Lord's will, Prabhuji, how they want to take. See, if you see in the higher, the bigger context, that there's so many incarnations of the Lord. Meen, Kurma, Baraha, Nishinga, Bhaman, Parasura, Ram, Krishna, Balam, Dev, Kalki, Prithuri, Sabdhanandi, Narada, Hari, Jagya. There's so many types of incarnation. Amsa, Amhamsa, Kala, Purna, Paripurna. So, this context, whatever Lord desires, right? And anything can happen. So something happened. It's nothing spicy. But again, having said that, it's good for us. At least we have to use our brainstorming. Like sometime they give question that sometimes student give the teacher gives some question. Like for example, one teacher says to his students, that suppose, let's say, your father takes 10,000 from this big man, and every month the interest is 200 rupees. After 1 year, how much will be it? How much he has to pay back to this gentleman? Just for your information. Then the student says, nothing he has to pay. He said, you fool, I told you to calculate, there'll be 10,000 plus the interest. He said, I know him, I know my father. My father is such a crook, he'll never give any money. If he gets money, so he said, you know my father or I know my father both. So what I'm saying, this is a brainstorming. Said, how to pray? It's good also for us that we have to use our brain to present the actual philosophy to the public. Otherwise you will sleep, we may take it not seriously. Actually, if you see, it says that scientists say that maximum 5% of the human brain we use. So let us use. So if you see the commentary, of course we are, now they're saying Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Sarvabhauma. I said maybe beyond that, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was discussing, the many other things are there. But it may not be, the category is very higher. So I'm saying the lot of things are there, nitty-gritty. That's why we have to read carefully and understand, present it. Eko Satyam Sadvipya Bodha Vadanti. So we have, truth is one, but we can explain different way, the same thing. It is more interesting. What I told that if we have any type of, first thing, that's what we started, any type of food, if you one type of food, you'll get bored about. It's good that today we are reading about. Next stage again we are reading such a beautiful sloka, such a, all these Maharaj Nimi meeting the Navajogotra. Such a so beautiful narration, and you get all these nice, sweet slokas. Just now I was reading those. 1 minute. Yeah. Dullabho Manusya Deho Dehinam Chanamamdura. Where is Samba story? Where is this story? See, so much difference. It's like a totally 360 degree changes. So it's put such a nice way. It may not be in chronological order, but as asked is told. So it's like a mix of all the Puranas. There's a mix of everything. Some places, you see the movies, unless there's all the elements are there. One time they're laughing and joking, one time very serious, one time aggression, one time this, this, one time intense, one time suspension. There's also suspense, some extent suspense, some other things. So we have to find out the answer. You see, I had one friend, we was two friends. My father told, dhaga, it's a small rope. He binded very carefully. I was just hardly 6-7 years old. Tightening this much, too many nuts were there, knots. He said, now you open it. But it took me maybe 1 hour, 2 hours to open it. Said, if you can open this, you'll be successful. That means you can, because nothing, it was, what was required is patience. So we have to keep patience and trying to find out. And if we cannot, say good, now we got in this, but especially Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Rasik Bhakta, he gave all the explanation. You can get it. That Jiva Goswami Pad gave very good, intellectual things. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati wanted to understand people, what they want to. Then he gave that. This comment is quite interesting. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Ved Vyas ki jai, Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.